Sarji Chuda Soji Chona Chacham Parda Dani Chapsa Che Dagi Jinso Yibi Chona Yi Drola Pesho Sarji Andrapar Ersho Sarji Chudan Sonji Chona La Chacham Parda Dani Chapsa Je Dagi Jinso Yibi Chona Ye Drola Penshur Sarji Andrapar Hersho Sarji Chudan Sonji Chona La Chacham Parda Dani Shapsa Je Dagi Jinso Yibi Chona Yi Drola Pesho Sarji Andrapar Ersho Mayanam Kadanyam Be Semche Thamche Dewa Devi Juda Dembar Churji Semche Thamche Dungar Dungar Juda Tarwar Churji Semche Thamche Dungar Maybe Dewa Damba Mamdra Churji Semche Thamche Nyera Chada Nida Chare Tanyo Tsame Phala Nibar Kurji Navshan Sa Pema Kesar Dombola Yamse Chogang Uduni Pema Joni Jesa Dra Kordan Khandro Mambu Kor Keje Jesa Dadra Je Chinji Lobshir Shas Guru Pema Sandi Chuni Ayanji Pobrana Tursa Sarji Kunji Ngowoy Rasa Churgo Ngosa Thonzambi Savi Lama Namla Sowa Ande Saje Pujo Shusha Medondram Jira Limje Nirdi Jembande Sarji Jande Migde Bhua Drogo Namda Jean-La Shobar Jean Eda Rana Mandra Kamnara Taya Mo Semche Namje Sambanda Loy Shebda Cheta Checho Temo Tamba Chuji Korno Kordo So Tamki Duji Shajiri Sano Janjima Devji Honjumba Serjel Hambo Dawarjim Shati Jarbu Shavla Kushan Sar Orjin Solam Pami Domboli Jari Namchur Abjan Lanjidrum Sanso Huipshen Yondan Somber Pimanjoni Dalu Pensur Gomboludu Aryan Dewanda Tome Nye Sholan Chujina Chuchuyon Shahwa Jilas Zamlin Jenchu Namla Kushan Zamlan Zibi Jandun Choni Dan Tujelon Ton Yambin Tamaya Natru Tambar Vipiter Shuji Kondi Shurkur Dombin Honchen Chimi Wuzar Shabla Kushan Chipsha Kanchin Dola Chipsi Tere Chimi Wuzar Yamcher Tuk Teremzo Wuzar Lonchen Nam Ki Nam Gyur Jingme limbi shabla kushan sar Mari sangin chera nyangla chera kundo zambu molam nambar shan Sipchi jarin chenlin zin Mipham jamsu shabla kushan sar Pami tuksi durjib jinum je Turbi namro lera lampi kar Matu londarik bi khwarjib Jigbe penso shabla kushan sar Kamsum kurwa don tunum jembe Sabjelang yonden tarshen ba Ilura jartumbe nanjon Yeshi wamchu shabla kushan sar Konzan dursim garab shirosan Pemma gara jemban yushunga Sozor namnya tertun jarsas Katere lama namla kushan sar Kanda shochu dongun jitena Deshalom marikirwa kansata Tandar tumbi shuji sharmim Sembrando badeda thamchen darsha se Namo arya tambal hai kedan ladan do shenke Trum dadam mi kenam dan roa kunji jerke chizam Tamche ked chujan tujur chi. All right, so we're going to prayer on English for the generation of Bodhicitta on the second page. May all beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings be May all beings live in great equanimity, free from the attachment and aversions that keep some close and other distant. May all beings be free or have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be apart from the supreme bliss which is free of all suffering. May all beings live in great equanimity, free from the attachment and aversions that keep some close and other distant. May all beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be apart from the supreme bliss which is free of all suffering. May all beings live in great equanimity, free from the attachment and aversions that keep some close and other distant. All right, so today we are going to speak about the karma. That is the main topic, but this karma we can division in there's two subjects. One is the four branches of karma, and one is the four resultants of karma. So probably in this morning stage, we're going to the first four, the branches of karma, and then evening is we will talk about the resultant of karma. So, however, as you know, all the sentient beings, which is totally same like us, want to be happiness and enjoyment. And also the same, all the beings are wish to be freedom from suffering and unpleasant feelings and obstacles, totally same like us, without any exception. The reason because there's the phenomena of an object can divide into there's two different categories. One is the living things, one is living beings. So this means is the living things are without of consciousness, without mind, but just materiality existent things or just compounded phenomena without of consciousness. That is living things, but not beings. So, and then the living beings means is not only just living things, but on top with a consciousness, with a mind. So these kind of things are, we can say, living beings. So these living beings usually is used to be said sentient beings, sentient being. According to the Buddhist philosophy point, the number of sentient beings could be can existent numberlessly, countlessly. So this point means is not only we talking the sentient beings existent on this earth alone, because the space have no end, space pervading endlessly. So as long as impartially pervasive the space, and then could be can existent boundlessly the universe. And therefore is the sentient beings also, rather with a form or without a form body, but could be can existent in numberlessly. So therefore, if we say sentient beings cannot be existent in number, as it means is numberlessly existent, countlessly. But the countless sentient beings, in briefly we can divide it into 6 categories. That is, we can say 6 different types of the realm beings. So which are unfortunate 3 lower realm beings, that's a hell realm being, hungry ghost realm being, and animal realm beings. These are the 3 we say unfortunate lower realm beings. Why we calling it that is unfortunate lower realm being? Because unfortunately their previous many lifetimes over and over accumulated non-merits. They did misdeed karma loads over and over, and not only, and then on top is they're missing the antidote, the purifications. There wasn't know how to do the purifications. So unfortunately, when they completed the needed projection misdeed karma and the achieving unfavorable conditions completely, and then is the fully repent, the result is as any one of these unfortunate 3 lower realm they are born. Not only just they are born unfortunate low realm, but unfortunately they are mainly suffering with heat and cold in the hell realm beings. And beings are born unfortunately if in the hungry ghost realms they are mainly suffering with hungry and thirsty. And then some beings are, if born in the animal realms, they are mainly suffering with of mental stupidity, blindness, mind, and suffering with of to eating each other, killing each other, and used by under the force of humans having the freedom themselves. So that's why we say unfortunately lower realm beings. And then another 3 is upper fortune realm being, which is our God realm being, demigod realm being, and human realm beings. So these are the 3 why we say fortune, because their previous many lifetimes over and over enough accumulated loads of merits, and they did virtues very well done, and then on top over and over their aspiration, prayer and dedicate for reborn higher fortune realm and freedom falling unfortunate low realm. So finally, when they completed the needed projection positive karma and the, achieving the favorable condition, the positive conditions, and then reborn any one of these fortune upper realm. So therefore, even that is still is part of samsara, but it's less suffering, less difficulties, less obstacles, more peace, more happy, more enjoy. They have chance, more freedom compared to the unfortunate low realm beings. That's why we say fortune realm being. Then within these 6 different kind of realm beings, which is our most one precious, if you only just believe your life is one time, means it's very in the present of this life. If you doesn't have any idea to thinking about future life, if you have no idea about of karma of cause and effect, in this case, then we can say as a God realm being is the best one in this samsara, because God realm beings is there are more long life, more health, more wealth, and more powerful, and also is they have temporary the clairvoyance, contaminated clairvoyance. They had also the having the temporary the miracle powers. So on, therefore, is the God realm being is so the best place in this samsara. But some of they believe the reincarnation. Our life is not only the one present in these moments, as we are born coming from past life, and we will be reborn again is next life. And in this case, some they believe the natural rule, karma of course and the effect, which means is all of the happiness, enjoyment is dependent to the positive karma, and all of any of the sufferings are depend to the of negative karma. And especially is some of the belief possibilities completely attainment state of ultimate peace, ultimate enjoyment. Someone who believes possibilities could be can one day sooner or later will be freedom from all of the faults, the suffering of samsara, which means is the liberation is very possibilities. In this case, then is not the God realm is the best one in this 6th realm. The human realm being is as the most one precious than even God realm beings. The reason, because that this human body, you have the power enough the strong of the vessels for receiving all of the sutra teachings external of the Vinayana vow, individual liberation vow. You can receive the Parte Mukhya vow. You can receive the Upasaka vow, so on by this human body. And not only that internally, you can receive the Bodhisattva's vow, the generation of cultivation, mantra of enlightenment, Bodhicitta vow. Not only on top, particularly, we can receive the empowerment, the initiation, which means is the secret tantric vow. So that means if you believe like Dharma practitioners, and then it's very important holding the 3 vows, external Vinayana vow, internal Bodhisattva's vow, secret tantric vow. Because if you can receiving 3 vows, and if you can practice with the 3 vows, and then one single life is possible, but this human body can leading you entering into completely enlightenment of achievement Buddha Vajradhara. That means is possibilities. One single life is freedom from the faults suffering of samsara, if you have this capacity. So that's why is this human body, human life is most precious than of other realm beings. And then within these human realm beings, not same everybody, almost everyone individually, it's a different karmic connection, different the level of the faculty is different, and depend on different cultures and different traditions, different level of the faith, and different level of the knowledge, the wisdoms, or so on. But anyway, as generally we say, some of the human beings with the ornamented with of 10 and the 8 freedoms, 10 endowments. That's total is, we can say, 18 qualities. Especially as but we're not talking today what is 18 qualities, but anyway, it's a very special because means is the believer of a natural rule of karma, cause and effect. and the believer of the reincarnation, past and future life, the believer of the part of the liberation of the samsara, so on. So this kind is the person is, and briefly we can say, is the most one of the precious human being, like more precious than wish fulfilling jewel. So because of wish fulfilling jewel, very rarity, very difficult to obtain, very hard to recognize, very hard to know how to use for fulfillment, but finally can bring your temporary fulfillments, your wish, fulfillment wish of your temporarily, but better fulfilling jewel cannot bring the ultimate peace and ultimate enjoyment. But all these precious human birth, within the 18 qualities, human body is much more precious than wish fulfilling jewel, because it's a very rarity, very difficult to obtain this precious human body, because we need lots of accumulation merits and lots of disciplining and the supreme morality conduct, disciplining the ethics, perfect ethics, so many lifetimes, and then on top enough the dedication prayer, aspiration prayer, and enough the purifications, and enough the less and less of the misdeed karma. And so finally we found how to find this precious human body. Not easy to find, that's why very rare. And then even we found, but it's not easy, of course, is training or activities in physically, verbally, mentally in the of the positive, the morality, conduct, ethics. So therefore, is finally, if you can everything successfully, and then your body, your life is the most of the precious, the one of in this world. There's no more higher precious than of your life. That's what we say, like wish fulfilling jewel, more precious than wish fulfilling jewel, because will be bring the fulfillment of your temporary wish, what you want. Not only you, but you can sporting to the round of your people. You can do leading them, guiding them, entering into the path of the fulfillments. Not only this life, on top, you can also enter into the path of a smaller being, and you can leading other beings also enter into the path, the dharma path of smaller being. Not only, but on top, if you like, you can enter into the path, the dharma path of a middling being, and you can also sporting, or you can guide other beings also entering into the path of the middling being. Not only, and finally, if you like, if you want, you can enter into the path of the great beings, and you can leading other sentient beings also enter into the path of great being. So therefore, that is the most one precious, this human life. So we are lucky, we are really fortunately at the moments we found how to find this precious human body. You have to recognize, you should to be understand how we are fortunate person. This is very rare to get once chance opportunity. But now also you should not forget, must be remember the impermanence of our life. How long we can belongs to us this precious human life? That's the big question, but the important one question. But we never know how long, because life is impermanence. Not only the life, but the phenomena are actually, the component phenomena are impermanence, is changeable. So particularly the life is very changeable easily. So we don't know when will be suddenly appears the cause and the condition of the death. But anyway, sooner or later, 100% sure, death will be existent after of birth. This everybody knows. Nobody want to die, but no one cannot control of the death. not possible. So in this way, we also thinking about the impermanence. But doesn't mean is we make must be is something like depression, or something is the anxiety, or something we thinking about worry, panic for the dead. No, totally not. Because if we forgetting about the impermanence, if you don't enough thinking about the impermanence, not enough training your mind to of the impermanence or so on, this means is almost we naturally feel life is very permanent. Life is very unchangeable. Our life could be can like naturally exist and hundreds, thousands years. That's our normal, ordinary feeling like this, but that's not true, right? In fact, it's totally not true. So therefore, is one day, suddenly, unfortunately, is arresting the obstacle of the cause condition of death. That terms is very difficult to face, very difficult to challenge, not easy, hard to bear about this kind of difficulties, this kind of the sadness, and this kind of suffering, because they wasn't thinking about this impermanence. So unbelievable of the situation of the death comes. So therefore more painful, more suffering, will be more despondent, will be more regret, so much. So therefore we need to thinking right now is everything's are like illusion, and because originated appearances bedi interdependently. So therefore it's just we live illusorily, imputedly, but not, you don't thinking it's very established, something is permanent, unchangeable. If this is cheating you, so it's yourself. So therefore it's important, we're thinking also impermanence. And then on top, when anywhere sooner or later arresting the death, so that times who can help you, what we have the proofs for benefit, and what kind of a supporter could be can supporting you. So as you know, our friend cannot follow us to the next rebirth. This is very clear. Even if you are a rich person, but our possessions, the welfares, the economies, the monies, even one coin we cannot carrying with us to the next rebirth. This is very clear. And even though one owns the body, we're going taking care day and night, 24 hours, since grow up mother's birth until now. But when they are arresting suddenly the death, that times must be leave behind. The body cannot follow you to the next rebirth, so on. Therefore, it's now, whether we like or not, only the unexceptions is follow us to the next rebirth. What is unexceptions? The karma, whether we like or not, but the karma follow us to continuously life after of another life. So in this case, we are a little bit talking about the karma. This is our main topic today. Karma is as Sanskrit language. But literally in Tibetan, karma means is lay. The lay is literally on English is the action. So finally, karma meaning is action or the activity. Generally, we can say there's two types of different kind of karma. One is contaminated karma. One is uncontaminated karma. But we don't talking today is uncontaminated karma. But we will more detail talk about the contaminated karma. So the contaminated karma is, again, we can division into, there are three different kinds, and briefly. One is positive karma, the merits, and one is the negative karma, which is non-merits, and one is neutral karma, or karma of equanimity, or other hand we can say immovable karma or immutable karma. So, and briefly, these contaminated karma, we can divide it into these three. So, in these three karma, why division into three? The reason, because we mentioned to you, everybody wants to be happy enjoyment. There's no questions, without any exceptions. But could we can happy life or not is very much depend to our previous karma, or the karma or past karma. Because we are having enough accumulated the merits, the positive karma, and less of misdeed karma, and then in this very present of your life and for future your life is become more peace, happiness, enjoyment, long life, healthy life, wealth, good life, or so on. Happiness life is coming. So therefore we say happiness is as dependent to the positive karma. And then the negative karma, non-merits. Because everybody, same like us, we want to be freedom from suffering and the obstacles. We want to be freedom from obstacles, so on. But the suffering and the obstacle also cannot be existent by the automatically, by the causelessly, impossible. 100% sure the suffering and the difficulties are related to our previous action, means is depend to our karma, especially negative karma, depend to the negative karma. So that's why important has to be recognized, or has to be distinguished clearly which is positive action, which is as negative action. Because we want to be happy enjoyment, we don't want suffering. But both are existent by the interdependently, but cannot be apparent by the independently. That's in the Buddha Shakyamuni, he says, actually on the mantra, Sanskriti, Om Ye Dharma, Hetu Trabawa, Hetunte, Kuntatangato, Hayawatute, Kunzayonoroda, Ewang Padma, Sharma, Anai Soha. So, this in translation on the two verses, Chunam Tamche Gilation, Tergit Tevjin Shapison, Gilango Bakainba, Gevjon Chimbunderkason, that's the one verse, the first part, meaning. And the second verse is, Buddha says, Digba Jang Majajang. Gewa Pransun Soberchet, Rang Semnion Sundar, Donosanji Tamba as just quoted on Tibetan language from the sutra text of this meaning, the mantra, Sanskriti. So, and then the first one verse, Chunam Tamche Jilishon, that means is all the of phenomena, the phenomena are originated or composed by the cause and conditions, means is by the interdependently. That is not talking from only religious, that not only talking from the traditions, not only from as the Buddhist. But if you research carefully by like scientific way, like scientist way, or follow the perfect logic, follow the perfect reason through the perfect reasoning and to judge. of this, any of compounded the appearances, the object of knowledge, the compounded phenomena are existent, but interdependently, or any one single things could become existent but independently. Like this way, if you research, if you check, finally, you cannot find even one single atom cannot be existent but independently, not possible. Even one single atom should be depend to each other, or existent but dependently, but interdependently or but dependently, but cannot existent but independently. So, and if your agreements follow the perfect reasoning through the perfect logic and use by your excellent investigations, analyze to understanding about this, and that is exactly Buddha mentioned already 2,600 years before. He says all the phenomena are originated but interdependently. So, and then in this case, now the questions, all the of phenomena originated but interdependently. What means is dependent to all the phenomena of the result, appearances, the effect or the result are produced from of cause and similar condition. Means is without cause, without conditions, cannot be apparent even one single things in this world. Not possible. The moon, the star, the sun, the galaxies, the earth, the water, everything, the rivers, the mountain, the horse, the car, and everything, are depend to the cause and condition. Without cause, without condition, be automatically, be causelessly, not possible, be logically. In this case, if you believe phenomena apparent from cause and condition, but also we need to know the result produced from the similar cause and similar condition. Each fruits cannot producing from the wrong cause and the wrong condition. That's not possible. Like apple fruit could become produced from apple seed, but cannot producing another seed. That means is they have natural rule between cause and effect. Cannot destroy, cannot beyond to that the rule of nature. If can destroy nature rule, and then apple fruit become producing from orange seed, but that's not possible because that's nature rule, nature law, cannot. So there similarly, like apple fruits from dependent to the apple seed, like every phenomena appearances they have individually dependent to the individual cause and condition, means similar cause, similar conditions, and cannot producing from wrong cause and wrong conditions. So that is Buddha means is a phenomena originated but interdependently. So in this way now, particularly what we want, we mention you, happiness, enjoyment, without any exception. What we don't want, suffering, without any one exceptions. That is a common wish, everybody's. So in this case, now from this logic, what we need to understand is I mentioned to you, the happiness, what we wanted, the happiness, enjoyment also must be producing from to the similar cause and similar condition. The happiness cannot born from the wrong cause, wrong condition. In this case, now the questions, what is the right cause and right condition for result of happiness enjoyment? That Shakyamuni Buddha introduced to us. The virtue, the positive action, the accumulation of the merits, the positive karma. We mentioned before, merits, positive karma, non-merits, negative karma, neutral karma, and movable karma, but this talking here now is the positive karma, the merits, virtuous actions. That is the similar cause and similar condition for fully the experiencing the result of happiness, enjoyment. No matter it's traditional or non-traditional. No matter Buddhist or non-Buddhist practitioners. No matter is Western or Asian, or no matter is a man and a woman, young or old. There's no king and queens or subject or homeless. Equally must be is in this rule, so including in this rule, natural rule or cause and effect. So therefore, the happiness enjoyment is the result of happiness enjoyment experiencings are depend to the substantial cause of positive karma, the previous projection of the remote, because the cause condition we division into two ways. The remote cause means the long cause, from the long, and the remote cause, and it's an immediate cause, and the just moment, the present condition. There's two ways. So in this way, is this happiness enjoyment is as a depend to of the remote, the previous cause, and the very, very present of the immediate conditions. So when they completed the remote cause and the immediate conditions of positively, and then is the repent will be experiencing happy enjoyment more than so other experiencings. So that's why one explanations, and then the suffering, the unpleasant feeling, the obstacles, the problems also 100% is born better dependently, interdependently. Means is dependent to the cause and condition, cannot experiencing automatically, causelessly, no possible. So therefore, now what is the substantial cause and substantial condition, which is again is depend to the karma. But karma, the action, the person's the action, the beings, sentient beings action. But the action we mention you, there's three different we're talking today, but the one is the negative action, the non-merits, is as the substantial cause and conditions for experiencing of the suffering, difficulties of this life, and will be experiencing difficulties for immediate next rebirth or future life, both. So therefore, this we need to understand why is how important the karma, distinguish between positive, which is negative karma first has to be. So therefore, in the Buddha, I just quoted before the two verses, and the second line, Gigba Jiang Mo Xia Jiang, Gao Pasam Sopar Xia Rang Sem Neon Sun Dona Sangi Tenbayan. Means is, Buddha says, commit no evils. Commit no evils. Why? Because as mentioned nobody want to be suffering. Everybody want to be freedom, if possible, any kind of sufferings. But the sufferings, as mentioned is produced from of the evil. Evil means is the defilements or the misdeed action, the mistake karma or negative karma, or the suffering is from the non-merits. So that is why Buddha says, commit no evils. He says, if you want to freedom from suffering, if you don't want suffering anymore, and then Buddha says, please, commit no evil. Because enact be physically, be verbally, be mentally an act of negative, means it's an action of negative, and that is evil from your negative emotion. Performing these actions, negative karma. So therefore, sooner or later, will be fully repent, result as experiencing our suffering in this samsara. For you, maybe suffering will be in this life, maybe next life. So therefore, as Buddha says, commit no evils. And then in the second line, he says, please engage as much in virtuous deed. Engaging, be physically, verbally, mentally engage as much in virtuous deed. Virtue means merits, positive action, as much you can in virtuous deed. The reason why important the virtuous actions, because we want to be happy enjoyment. Everybody same wish. So therefore, happiness, enjoyment also is depend, as mentioned your action of positive, your action of the merits, accumulation of merits. So these happiness, enjoyment cannot producing automatically, costlessly. So therefore, it says is engage as much in virtue state. And then finally, this all, how we can distinguish which is a virtue, which is a non-virtue, which is a positive, which is a negative, is it depend to your motivation, our motivation. So that is Buddha says in the fourth line, these quotations, says subdue one's own mind thoroughly. Subdue means subduing, means is the dealing one's own mind, on the positively, but do not in the negatively, So means is keep on the positive emotion as much as train your mind on the compassion, loving kindness, and disciplining with of the mentally of the empathy, sympathy. So this kind of the patience, tolerance, and training your mind with more forgetfulness or so on, as then it can be calmed down. Your mind is from the distraction of negative emotion. You will be calmness down from of the afflictive emotion, disturbing emotion, so the ignorant mind or so on, less and less. And your mind has become more positive emotion, energies comes to you. So that means is subduing one's own mind thoroughly. Because if you yet not enough subduing one's own mind, you cannot even want to lead other sentiments into the path of peace. But it's difficult, So therefore, even if you have good heart, good motivation, you want attitude benefit to others. But first, should not forget, look inside your motivation, your emotion, one's own emotion. So try to train one's own mind on the positively. That's subdue one's own mind thoroughly, subduing. So if our projection motivation is pure, and then we'll be performing, the ground is pure, the path is become pure, your final result is become pure. You will be achievement of pure result. But unfortunately, if very beginning, when you go and act, our main motivation is as impure or maybe negative, very harmful thought, harming mind, jealousy, hatred, harmful thought. So this kind of very wrong motivation, and then in act, by physically, verbally, mentally, follow this motivation, that means is performing the bad ground, will be performing your path is bad, and your result finally also will be experiencing very badly, so bad result comes, because all is depend on motivation. So therefore, now when you research, when you look in your mind, motivation, check and you see your motivation is good, then don't worry. Your action is everything must become positive. Collection merits is coming naturally because your motivation is pure. But if motivation is wrong, and then can just reflection, but physically, verbally, it looks like virtuous actions, but in fact, it's become non-virtue because of the energy, the projection energy, achieving condition energy is as a negative. So therefore, achieved the action or the resultant action is become also just a reflection of virtue, but in fact is a non-virtue, negative. And similarly, also is the opposite. Sometimes it looks like negative action from body, from speech, but in fact can just reflection of negative action, but is positive. Because if your projection motivation, achieving condition motivation is pure, without any hesitations, without selfishness, only you want to attitude benefit to each others, like this pure motivation, and then sometimes just the Method is apparent, is from physically, verbally is like negative, but just negative action. The reflection of negative, but in fact is as positive because your motivation is positive. So why I'm talking this? Because the motivation is always important. Forever, whatever you're doing, of course, the dharmic way, but dharma, the dharmic way. But even non-dharmic, as a way, worldly, mundane way, still its motivation is very important. Your family become peace, harmonies, good relations each other, good trusting to each other, beloved to each other, is it depend motivation of each other, Both have good heart, good motivation to each other, and then everything's become good, peaceful, family is become peace, then neighbor peace, then there's a village peace, and then the city, town peace, and the world peace, country peace. But if motivation is wronged, totally wrong, only jealousy, hatred, harmful thought, harming mind, anger, or something is a covetousness, craving, so much of unsatisfaction, something is like this way, and then first, very beginning, destroyed by your heart. By yourself, you hurt your heart. Means unrelaxation, unrestness, the mental depression, the mental of the anxiety, and the limitations, lots of different kind of the stress, so many of the depression, the pressure, mental pressure comes the modern sick, especially this 21st century is more problem. So therefore it's a very unrelaxation. This is the problem. Too much your mind distracted to the of negative emotion. So therefore first is directly harming you yourself. And then secondarily will be harming to the round of your people. Even though your friend, your children, your kids, your parents, your grandparents, your partners, or so on, and then your people, and then people of your village, your country, even if you are very powerful of negative, and then world war, will be performing. Was the first World War and the Second World War was started at the very beginning, few people, very aggressive, very upset, upsetting with the negative emotion. Too much they haven't power to control of negative emotion. They couldn't find the antidote of negative emotion. Mind obscured, totally by the ignorant. So therefore there was totally mistake, the wronged action. So therefore starting from 1 to 3 people and more, then is the village, then country, and then world war, become, So therefore, this is the problem. That's why we say negative action is like that. The suffering is producing from the negative emotion. And then by the positive emotion also is they have very powerful, very beginning. If you relaxed your mind on the compassion, love, or calmness, tone, or something peaceful, something is like patience, more tolerance. If you train your mind over and over with effort, willingly, happily, joyfully, then it's very beginning, start yourself feel very comfortable feeling. Very enjoyment will be experiencing enjoyment feeling. Very peaceful feeling, very relaxation, rest. And then secondarily is, of course, the round of your people, very comfortable, very relaxation, very related to you, very easily, the harmonies to each other, and then I mention you, all the goodnesses, finally even the village peace, the town, the country, and the world peace also is, even one person, like Shakyamuni Buddha was one person. From ordinary, the Siddhartha is one prince of the Indian, the palace kingdom. But he become enlightenment, one person, but his benefit is still going continuously, thousands years. As millions beings are leading into the path of a middle being, path of a smaller being, path of a great being, at least could be the happy enjoyment, the life is more in this life, so that means even the influence, the functioning by effect from one person's, as a mind is training, and then how many benefit, so going. So therefore, each person, we have the, potential power to enlightenment, attainment state, But each person we have the potential power to freedom from of the negative emotion and negative action. But each person we have power, so to finally attainment the state of completely enlightenment. But very beginning we start training on these three, the different recognition, three kind of the karma. That's the very beginning. So now let's talk a little bit about the definition of the karma. So karma, the contaminated karma, I mentioned your action. So this karma, how follow us, with us, continuously, year by year, even life after for another life, after we created karma. So the imprint of your previous action stored on the stream of your mind. That means it's the habituality, the habitual basic tendencies of your previous follow you. The habituality is follow you. Habitual, the basic tendencies. That we can say best of all consciousness. Sanskriti, alaya consciousness. And then is in Tibetan, kunji. Kun means is all. Shi means is fundamental or base. So, and the best of all. But that's nature is consciousness. The definition, quality is consciousness, mind. Our mind nature. So the basic mind nature, normal, conventionally. So this is we calling best of all consciousness. Why we say best of all? Because all the basis of the imprints of your previous action, the imprints of your previous actions stored or best on the basis of this consciousness. That's why we say best of all consciousness. So even today, very present now, we cannot see directly where is positive karma, where is the imprint of negative karma, where is the immovable karma. But we can directly experience things or not, doesn't matter. But the imprint is always with you, means it's holding, placed on the best, of the best of all consciousness and there. So that's we can say karma how follow from past life. And karma how with you through continuously and to life and another life continuously, means the imprint is with us, So in this way now the karma, moment we talking together, positive, negative, and immutable karma, both are we talking together. So, okay. So first, maybe we say first a little bit the like negative karma. That's most people already. The negative karma, the negative action, and briefly can divide it into 10. That's 10 negative action we say. 3 from body, 4 from speech. Another 3 comes from our heart, because our body, speech, and heart or mind is as the doors of the actions. But first we're talking about a negative action. Killing, stealing, and sexual misconduct. These are the 3 negative actions comes from through the door of our body, physically. And then another 4, lying, to speak, slander, or the consolation, speak with slander, harsh word or harmful speech, or and the gossips or meaningless talk or chatters. We can say anyway these 4 negative action. But these 4 negative actions from speech, comes through the of speech. Main door is the door, comes through the door of speech. So these first, you see these 7, 3 from physically, and 4 is from verbally. Is 7. These 7 negative actions I mentioned before. If your motivation is negative, desire, anger, ignorant, jealous, hatred, harmful thought, anyway is negatively motivation, and then 100% sure this action is as negative, fully negative. But in case your motivation was totally is compassion and love, without any hesitations or himself, without any selfishness, only attitude want to benefit others, but you used the techniques with these activities, and then could be just a reflection of negative, but in fact is as positive. This Mahayana traditions can be controlled, this change into positive. But usually, generally, as ordinary, we difficulty to say we have good heart, good motivation. That's why I'm going killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, slander is almost ordinary, is 99% impossible. So therefore, as a negative is as a negative. But if some extraordinary practitioners, yogis, yoginis, mahasiddhis, or bodhisattvas, or those sometimes if necessary and then apparent it looks like negative from body, speech, but in fact is 100% sure is positive. So anyway, and then last 3 negative actions from heart, which means is a covetitude or covetousness, you can say. So covetousness means is like craving, negative emotion, craving or attachment or something like desire, emotion, but not normal desire, not regular attachment. This is special attachment. So therefore, is this evil emotion to attachment to the belongs to the other things. Always they want to get from them. They want to separate from them. The possessions, the things belongs to the other things. Always attachment to belongs to other things, not normal attachment. This kind we say covet or covetousness or covetousness. That's the one negative emotion or the negative action from heart, from mind, from body, from heart. And then this, because this is always you feel unsatisfaction. If your mind is obscured by the obscuration of this covetousness, and then you never ever chance achievement your satisfaction state. Because you always attachment to belongs others things, the things belongs others things, always. Because then you almost doesn't work your things, Your house, not good enough, your attachment to others' house. Your car, not satisfaction for you because you desire to others' cars. Your phone, not satisfaction for you because you attachment to others' phones, Your partner, you don't satisfaction because you attachment to others' apartment. Or son, the partners, or son, So this kind of all is unsatisfaction. Means is very important, has to be contentment. But the uncontentment person is always suffering, always unsatisfaction. Always will be disappointed and will be sooner or later degrees or something is disappointed comes. So therefore, very important has to be contentment or has to be relaxed restness. So enough satisfaction. What do you have? That's your capacity. That's your karmic connection. That is your capability. So therefore. But doesn't mean you cannot attachment of the development stage external pleasures object, but do not too much attachment to belongs somebody's, the things belongs to the somebody's, because then you cannot satisfaction with your things, you always unsatisfaction you're feeling. So this therefore is you always unrelaxation, unrestness. So therefore this covetousness is very, very negative. That's harming to yourself. And the second negative actions of the harmful thought, harming mind, aversion mind, So this we know very clear. It's very negative because always our mind is width of distracted with distraction of harming mind, harmful thought. Harming means is always someone if going wrong, feel comfortable. Someone going well, uncomfortable. And that means is naturally the sign you want to harming them. You don't like they are become happy, enjoy, relaxed, restness or something. You want to be there something problem. So these kind of emotions always in the heart, that means harmful thought. Harmful thought is there, very negative, very bad emotion. These emotions, even from outside, nobody can see directly, but you yourself hurt. Feel very much is painful for you, unsatisfaction, always. So, therefore, that's we say negative action from your heart, harmful thought, harming mind. And then the last one, the 10th negative actions, or the third one from heart is holding wrong views. Holding wrong views means is the view. There's many different kind of aspect of view, but particularly holding the wrong view to the natural rule, karma of cause and effect, which means we mention this is our topic today. We say positive karma is as the cause and condition of happiness, enjoyment. Negative karma is as cause condition of suffering. That's true, the nature law, nature rule. But you holding the opposite, contrary, or you doesn't believe, says no. I don't think happiness, enjoyment is from positive action. I don't think suffering is as a dependent to the of negative action. Because I'm lucky, if I'm lucky person, even I'm, always going negative action, but can be happy, enjoy. If I'm unlucky, even I'm do always positive really, but as it can be suffering. So this ordinary says, oh, he is lucky, oh, he is or she is unlucky. But why you are lucky, why you are not lucky, Why lucky, why unlucky? There's behind answer. The meaning, what is karma? It's a good karma, you are become lucky. Bad karma, you are become unlucky. But the lucky and unlucky is not automatically, causelessly. Then why not everyone be lucky, or why not everyone be unlucky? If there's no cause, no conditions, but not true. It's depend to the cause and condition. So therefore, that's not true. So therefore, holding wrong view means is like this way. And then also one important thing is reincarnation. Life is not only one time. If our life is only one time, then no need really difficulty. No, it's easy. But still people worry too much. Even they believe only one life. But still they worry, panic. Oh, how can I live? That's easy. One single person, one life. Only this is existent, then disappear. Nothing there's follow karma, cause and effect. There's no futures. Only for 30, 40 years, something. Not that much difficult, Even animals are very, we say, stupidity, blindness, mind. Say human mind is more intelligent, we can say, precious. But even animals, they can live, It's naturally, actually, we can say. They can feed their stomach, they can drink hungry, and they're thirsty, and they can eat something fond if they're hungry. Means they can live, they can sleep, they can toilet, So therefore, why not, human beings? Generally, I'm saying, not very, if life is only one time, but that's impossible, actually. Life is not only one time. Because mentally, we are born from past life. But physically, we are born from parents, father, mother, the genes, the lineage, physical lineage, the supreme self from father, the red cell from mother, merging together and performing this physical body, physical lineage, the 5 sense source faculties. That's very clear. So therefore, 80-90% easily we can recognize your family lineage, because the children, when they grow up, is very similar to the parents physically, but mentally you cannot judge whose family you are. No, because opposite. Almost sometimes 80-90% is a different quality mentally from parents. That means is mentally we are not born from parents. Mentally we are born from past life. That's why its mental quality is different. So therefore, this clarity, awareness, consciousness, today, you see now, you can very well, clearly aware what I'm saying. I also clearly very aware what I want to say. This means is awareness. That means the definition clarity. Clarity, awareness is as the characteristics of consciousness. Clarity, awareness, or clear and knowing is as the characteristics of our consciousness. Even consciousness have no shape, no color, no size, But still is you can experiencing by your mentally. Clearly, right? I think it's very clearly. Even there's no color, no shape, even you don't know where in the brain, or in the heart, flesh, or in the finger, or in the where, it's a confusion, but still is clear. Clarity, awareness is clearly. That is definition of consciousness, So this consciousness, how could it can suddenly, causelessly appears there? This kind of beautiful, the recognition, this beautiful, powerful of this awareness, how can? Without cause, without condition, especially without the continuity, the substantial cause, there's no possible. So therefore, what means is the substantial cause of this clarity awareness? The continuity, the momentary continuity, clarity awareness. Past is the last moment, clarity awareness is a cause, and the second moment is the effect. So they're momentarily. So therefore, in the first moment in the mother's womb, that's clarity awareness, not from genes. Two genes, two cells is material. There's no clarity. That's non-clarity, non-awareness. The genes from father, from mother is non-clarity, non-awareness. There's no awareness, no clarity. So therefore, no power. Only the genes. There's no power to producing this clarity awareness. So the clarity awareness in the mother's womb is produced from past life. Means the last moment, the clarity awareness, continuity of Pardo beings, intermediate state of Pardo beings, the intermediate state of existent beings. That's the cause. And the second moment of this life, the first moment in this life in the mother's womb, the clarity awareness of first moment is effect. So in this way, we are born from past life. Mentally, we are born from past life. Physically, we are not born from past life, So, and therefore, that is how important holding the red view. But unfortunately, that doesn't believe the past life. Why you don't believe? They say easily, simply, they say, oh, because I don't believe, I couldn't remember. Say, I couldn't remember. That's not perfect logic. If existent previous life truly, and they should necessarily remember 100%? No, it's not possible. Even though this life, usually I'm often said, do you remember your birthday? 99% says no. But why you don't couldn't remember? Because you are born from mother's womb painfully. Not very easily, but painfully. It's yearning, it's cry. It's so pain, almost die. Even forget this, we cannot remember, but we're not talking past life. We're talking this life. Still same lineage, this physical, mental, of course, even physical lineages was same, comes from mother's womb. But totally is zero now. So how you can remember your past life easily? Past life is mentally, not physically. So more difficult to remember past life, even than the more difficult than the remember of the birthday. But even cannot remember birthday. If you don't believe past life because you couldn't remember, then you should say, I don't believe born parents because you don't remember. Right? That's logic. Your logic is like that. Your logic means is if you say. So therefore, that's not necessarily. There's so many reasons could be forgetting. Because no need to bring many reasons. Even you can find the reason why we forgetting was birthday. Then you can get the answer why I'm forgetting my past life. Okay? It's more easy. So anyway, in this way, karma is It's just the imprint is follow on the stored on the stem of your mind. But if you doesn't believe, that's holding wrong view. It's very negative. Because the problem for you, in fact, is the next rebirth is coming. But you considering there's no reincarnation. So therefore, your preparation, everything's only one life. Your activity, your motivation, what are you doing in act, everything is your, schedule, everything is only one life. But the end is coming next life. So you need further, future, what is good and what is not good. If you believe only one day, your life is only one day. If true 100%, then you don't need preparation for breakfast tomorrow. Breakfast, you don't need. But if you say, I believe only one day, my life is only one day, I don't believe it's tomorrow. But what do you to do? Tomorrow comes for you, you have no breakfast. You have no lunch, you have no dinner also on tomorrow. Means it's a problem, right? So therefore now I'm telling something. If in case you prepare breakfast today for tomorrow, but in case if there's no tomorrow, what problem for you? Nothing. Only waste one breakfast, but not big problem, is it? No. Yes, but if there's tomorrow comes and no anything, that is a big problem, is it? So therefore, even is there finally there's no next rebirth, but a preparation for next rebirth is the best, where even. But that's not true, 100% sure next rebirth. But in case even no, but still not bad, preparation for next rebirth. So, in this way is the karma. Now the karma, we're talking about the 4 branches, okay? What is the 4 branches of karma? Because one, that is, okay, sorry, the negative karma, I'm jumping there and here. So anyway, this is the 10 negative karma. Know what is a positive karma. Positive karma is the opposite of 10 negative karma. Saving others' life. Opposite of killing. And going practice with generosity, giving. Opposite of stealing. And disciplining morality conduct or supreme ethics and act. Opposite of sexual misconduct. To speak truly with pure motivation, the opposite of lie. And to speak of the reconciliation, the opposite of slander, with pure motivation. To speak gently, nicely, kindly, the opposite of a harmful speech. This is the 7 supreme virtues, actions. From body, from speech, the first 7. And then last 3, the opposite, has to be contentments. Do meditate, practice, relaxed on the satisfaction state. Enough small desire, small attachment, and must be comfortable with, belongs to you, whatever your capacity. To be contentment. So that means is the opposite of covetousness. Or sometimes do meditate, giving meditation. And the second opposite of the harmful thought, harming mind, which is compassion. Relaxed on the empathy, sympathy energy, compassion energy, loving kindness energy, pure motivation, that is the opposite of harmful thought, harming mind, very positive, very supreme actions from your heart. And then the last one has to understand, has to be understood, or trust, has to be faith, with karma of cause and effect. Virtue could be conditions for happy, and non-virtue could be condition of suffering. You should trust, I should to believe the reincarnation. Life is not only one time, past and present, future, continue coming, everyone. So that means holding the red view, is important. So among these 10 Negative virtue, the strong one is the first killing, last holding wrong view. These two is a strong one. So therefore, also the positive virtue also is the first saving others' life, and the last one holding the red view. This is also very, very heavy, strong positive karma, merits. Anyway, this 10 is, we say, positive karma. Because if you enact any one of these 10 virtues, and then directly and indirectly, I mention you, happy, enjoy, comfortable, you and your people in this life. If this life you have very positively passed, your life is spending on the positively, and then immediate next rebirth, you will be freedom, falling unfortunate low realms, and you will be at least reborn again in the higher fortune in the human realm or God realm. Fortune country will be reborn, fortune family, and you will be continuously in the connecting, linking, joining onto the fortune traditions, means pure traditions, good, continuously. So therefore, that's why that's a positive action, positive karma, So how important. So now we're talking about the unmovable karma, unmutable karma. We mentioned you merits, non-merits, unmutable. So unmovable karma is because the other is more dependent to your body and speech, the actions, and of course mental motivation. Mentally, the 3 doors. But here, the immutable karma is more related to of your method of concentration, the power. Samadhi, Sanskrit language, we say shamatha and samadhi. So sometimes we say vipassana meditation, or the shamatha meditation, not vipassana. But it can be wordily both union, but shamatha especially, as the meditation, method of concentration. Like karma bedding meditation, the method of concentration of form realm, God of form realm meditation, or method of concentration, God of formless realm. Even human body, we are human being, but we can do meditate. One-pointedness, equipoise, meditation, concentration, progress. There's 9 stages of this desire realm. And the end, you will be attainment state of one-pointedness, equipoise, meditation, concentration of desire realm, because we are desire realm. And then further, if you training this meditation, and then you will be achievement, meditation, concentration qualities of form realm, God of form realm. Still further, if you do meditate, and finally you will be attainment state, the qualities of meditation, concentration of form realm, God of formless realm beings. So anyway, this kind of meditation, all is action, actually action. But this action is karma, that's karma. But this karma is immovable karma. Because the result only future you will be experiencing in the method of concentration of God realm, method of concentration will be experiencing in the God of formless realm only. No hell realm, no hungry ghost realm, no animal realm, no human realm, even no God of desire realm. Because God, there's a desire realm, God of form realm, God of formless realm. So, but this immovable karma is, if you have enough strong, completely is the qualities, and then with this human body, but future, the fully repent, the result is will be experiencing in the God of method and concentration. The God of form realm, or formless realm, so on. So that's why sometimes we can born even the peak of existence and samsara, where is the formless realm, God of formless realm. Sometimes we will be born, we was born already, used many times in the God of formless realm. Why we was born as attainment is the God of formless realm? Because we did accumulation. We accumulated about the immovable karma. It's enough strong. So therefore, so samsara is like that. Sometimes up, sometimes down. If good karma, reborn higher fortune realm. Bad karma, and will be reborn lower realm. Especially immutable karma will be reborn in the form and formless realm. The God of form realm, or God of formless realm, or so on. But the positive karma will be performing the result in the human realm and the God of this realm, but negative karma, too strong, it couldn't find antidote, and then performing the result is in the hell realm, hungry ghost realm, and animal realms, or so on, So therefore, is this karma, the contaminated karma, is the cause and condition or the rapid result experiencing of the suffering of the samsara. But the result we were talking in the evening, the subject, the four result, the resultant of karma is this we were talking the evening, because in the moments we more talk about the causes of the karma. These four branches of the karma is the cause actually. The subject of the four branches of karma is the cause. So in this way now, I just give an example. Among these 10 negative actions and 10 positive actions, we choose one to understand. Killing and saving others' life. Because saving others' life, that's a very positive karma. And then is the killing is a very negative karma. I mentioned you. Among the 10 negative actions, the killing is one strong negative. And saving others' life is a very strong one positive karma. So example now, we to speak about the four branches. So the four branches, the karma, the branches of bases, the branches of intent, the branches of engagement, and the branches of compilation. So this is, we say, four branches of karma. Because why we encountering about these four? Because if missing one, then it's still karma but not strong. If fully completed these four branches, and then this karma is very strong. Karma established strongly. If with the complete four branches, that's why we need to division the four branches. So, in this way, the karma, for example, the killing, like if the hunter, they want to hunting animals. They want to kill the animals. So now we check the four branches. First, he or she recognize there is an object of killing. That is the first branches, the branches of bases. Because like the tiger, the lion, the bear, or the fish, the chicken, or whatever the object of killing is, he or she recognizes there. Wow, there is an animal of the killing, So 100%, no mistake. So that means is the first branches existent, the branch of the basis of killing. And then the second branch is the branch of intent. Intent means is intention. Of course, he is a hunter, so therefore it must be intent carefully, how to kill, the motivation they want, very strong wish, soon as possible to shoot or something, So that means intentionally. So motivation, so coming. So that means the motivation, intention. The second branches, not only recognize an object of killing, but on top is the intent to kill, intention to kill. That's second branches. And then the third branches, the branches of engagement. The branches engagement means is in act, going to killing. Because you recognize object killing, you intend motivation, intention to kill, so therefore why not? In act. So therefore you're going to use the techniques, maybe shooting, maybe throw some of used lasso or hook, or maybe it's poison or something, the arrow or whatever, physically, verbally, mentally is an act. That means engagement. That's the third branches. Karma of killing. And then the fourth is the branches of completion. Completed means completely killed, dead, So that means is now exactly is your killing fully, existent, the strong karma of killing, because completed the 4 branches. But now questions if missing 1 branches of these 4 or missing of 3, only 1 branches, and then what happened to this killing? Not existent killing of karma, but doesn't mean you have no any negative. You have small you accumulated small non-merits and negative, but not real of the actual one of the killing. For example, somebody, like if you are like a upasaka vow holder, maybe you are lay practitioner vow holder, you have refugee vow, or maybe upasaka vow, you hold your life, say, I want to promise commitment to avoid killing, if you say. That's your vow, you say, upasaka vow holders. And then if you missed this among the 4, missing 1 branches, then not broken your vow. But doesn't mean you have no negative of killing, but you have no broken of haven't broken up the vow of your promise of avoiding killing, because not completed these 4 branches. So therefore, it's like eat meat, for example. Many people are confusing because you have the vow avoiding killing, like you are upasaka vow holders. Then you worry to eat meat, So now, because it was your promise, is you say, I promise I won't kill. Means kill means is with the 4 branches. That means your main promise with 4 branches. Now you need to check when you eat meat, can these 4 branches completely or not? If you're eating meat with 4 branches completely, and then yes, broken your vow, you can't. But if not complete these 4 branches, and then even you eat meat, but you're not broken, you are the vow of avoiding killing. Okay? So therefore now, example, you go to restaurant, you order on meat, your food is a non-vegetarian. Okay? And then you see there's the branches, you missed the branches of the basis of killing. That's not the basis of killing, the already killed. That dead being, not living being. So therefore, is that not basis killing? For you, it's not. Somebody, yes, was, So for you, not. But suddenly you come fly from other country to reach here, today go to this restaurant, accidentally you ordered meat. That's not the basis killing for you, but from others, but for you not. You missed the best. And then is the second branches intent. Totally is you have no intention to killing, right? Yes, you only want to get eating. That's attachment, desire, but not aversionment. It's different. So therefore, it's attachment, but it's not aversionment. You have no intention to killing. You have intended to eating, but you have no intended to killing. So you missed these branches, right? And now, as the engagement, the third branch is engagement. Means is you engaging in eating, this ordered, that's engagement, but not engagement to killing, right? Already dead. But if you order to the living, like the fish and the water, sometimes a restaurant, right? I want this. That means the killing, okay? You broken your vow. Broken your vow. It's different, you see, because you recognize object, the basis, and you intend, you want to kill this, and your engagement ordered to this kill, and then they killed, you didn't, but they killed the cook. But that means it's the same, no difference. No matter you kill directly or the cook is killed directly, but same meaning. The completion is completed. So therefore, was this meat is not, it's compilation from you, but this compilation from others, right? Therefore, now the question is breaking your vow of the avoiding killing or not? I'm saying no, because missed the 4 branches, not completed the 4 branches. But then if you ask, then is there any negatives if I'm eating meat? Oh yes, you have, because indirectly is killing. Indirectly. Directly not killing, but indirectly, because no one eating, no one killing. Like cooking, right? But somebody's to eat and somebody's to cook, to kill. So means is indirectly is, that's why have negative but not killing. Negative is different. No broken your vow. Okay. Therefore, if you ask, if you like traditional way, if you say dharmic, karmic way, you asking me which is good, Rinpoche, what I should do, vegetarian or non-vegetarian for virtue. No need that. I'm saying the vegetarian is good. Okay. Non-vegetarian is not. Is it some you have merits, not good. Non-merits is with you, even. Okay. So this is easy, right? Okay. So anyway, like this, that's just killing. Now, the virtue, saving others' life, against them. If you promise, for example, commitment to them, maybe it's for somebody, maybe your parents pass away, before the approaching of death, you promise, or I will 100 beings will save, released for the death. If you promise, that's your commitment, for example, or from master, maybe from teacher, or from anywhere, some reason you have commitments. Then, again, real saving others' life means is this promise is you must be need to fully 4 branches of saving life. First branch is when you recognize an object of a killing, means going to somebody killing, or maybe dying, not have to killing, but naturally dying, or is some forcefully killing. When you recognize, that is first you found the basis of the saving others' life. The first branches, the branches of the basis of releasing the virtue, saving others' life. And the second, now you know the branches of intent. Intent, you need to intentionally you want to sip. Oh, I have promise. There's going to die, so I must be try to sip. That means is intent is coming, right? The branches, second branches of the virtue, saving life. Then thirdly, what you should do? The branches of engagement, right? Engagement. Engagement is you enact. Maybe naturally dying, you can support them. Maybe someone forcefully killing, and then maybe you pay for them, request to them to stop. Whatever, what do you have power? You know, maybe you need to pay money. Maybe you can just advise, or maybe this depends. You know, is it the killing and the killers or so on? But anyway, whatever you can, saving life means is even is a human being, or animals, or small insect. All is saving. Killing is as killing. You know, so living beings, save living being and kill living being. So therefore, is that's now the fourth branches of completion means is you released completely he or she or its freedom from the fear of the death at the moments. You know, moment they are free from this problem of the death. You know, killing. So that means is your promise. You will say 100 beings you release, so one is done, because with 4 branches, you know. If missing one of these 4 branches, not your promise, not done, you know. But then you ask, there's any virtues left for you? If missing one, still you have merits. Still you have virtues with of saving others' life, but not done your promise, because you missed 1 branches or 2 branches, maybe 3 branches of the saving life. Same like the opposite or negative. Right? So this is just an example among the 10 negative actions. First one, killing. An example, 10 virtuous actions. First one, saving others' life. And the rest, 9 negative and 9 virtues, you share like these 4 branches, like this way. You check. Now you understand all is, if you have promised, I vote 10 negative actions, and then means is 4 branches done each, and then you broken. You promise, say I virtues, 10 virtues every day, means, or maybe special day, holiday, or maybe your birthday, and then that times you must be need these 10 virtues with the fully 4 branches, you know. So therefore the promise, commitment is whole life is very beautiful, avoiding negative action and cultivation positive action. Very perfect, good. But the whole life, maybe if you can't, and then it's special day, like full moon, 15th, like 25th, darkness day, 10th, Guru Rinpoche's day, or is the 20th is the special of the Holy Dharmic day, or Buddha's birthday, or something like Buddha's enlightenment day, or maybe your birthday, your parents' birthday, or your country's birthday, something, anywhere, some special holidays, you promise every year the holiday I will do, list that day to avoid promise 10 negative virtues, and I cultivate 10 virtues. Also beautiful, wonderful, as much you can. So, or maybe it's a year is 1 month is fully something. Promise is promise. You can decide, anyway, as much you can. So anyway, that is the positive karma. Is the cause and condition for happiness, enjoyment, a good life for this life and future life, 100% sure. So anyway, we leave here. Anybody have any questions? We're going to 5 minutes for question and answers. Yes.
May I ask you, if one gets insects in the house, for example, and we buy spray, so we buy. Thank you. So if one gets insects in the house, and we buy sprays and we buy poison, how can we solve this sort of situation without having our homes infested by, it's a warm country, and we have to take precautions about that too.
So first, if you have promise, we again go back, says you have vow, you are like lay practitioner, vow holder, upasaka vow holder, and especially upasaka, the one is you promise avoiding killing your life. If you have this, I mentioned you already, then no matter I'm saying small insect or human being, all is the object of killing, right? So therefore, no matter this insect inside your house or outside your house, that doesn't Buddha say inside you can kill, outside you can again, that doesn't say. Okay, mosquito beating you, you can kill. And there's a fly there, you don't care, Buddha doesn't say. No matter, if you kill is a kill. Okay, there are no exceptions, right? So therefore, now you see the 4 branches completed. If you sweeping these, used these performs or something like with 4 branches, then killing. There's no questions, done. But we thought, for example, maybe you want to clean. Because of course, we cannot keep insect in the room. This sure, in the monastery, you go in monastery, very clean. There's no ants, okay? No bed bugs. As a monk, thousands, but cannot gather sleep there. That's not possible, right? Then would you think they used the thing they killed with these 4 branches? No, they have vow. So therefore, but then why there's no insect? They're taking care very carefully, and before make clean, make everything, there's no hole, no coming, no protections, whatever you can, very beginning. But in case accidentally, suddenly something happened, doesn't mean they recognize an object killing. They recognize an object saving life beings, but not safe in this room. They try to sweep to make a red place. Some outside, something is a safety place where is more better than some not throw everywhere, not throw in the fire, not throw in the water, not enter the ground, the over beings, or under beings are not live over, but the red place to as much possible, I mean, So means is you missed, so the branches of intention to killing, right? Looks like saving. You're not saving, but you don't want to sip on your room. It's not possible that you see, right? But still does mean it's a killing. So like this way, and then you no need to use. But many people, I know a shortcut where shh, that's just easy. But this means is this because you want to kill. That means it's breaking your vow. There's no way. But still it doesn't mean you have to sleep them together. Because this example in monastery, you go there, it's clean, very clean. But why they're doing clean doesn't mean they used this, but still they can. But you need more effort, more intention, more patience, sure, because you are practitioner. If everything is like ordinary, normal way, and that means you are no make sense practitioners, right? Practitioners need more effort, more intention, more patience, more tolerance, more compassion, more love. But still practitioners still need healthy life, clean life, right? Even one mosquito, I cannot sleep in my bedroom. Really hard for me. But even I didn't kill with 4 branches mosquito on my life because I have the vow. But doesn't mean I offer my blood. I cannot. I told you, even on mosquito, I cannot sleep. Therefore, what should you do? I carefully the window, the red time, open, close the door, and ever. I know exactly mosquito time morning is a wait time, and evening with that time I close the door even, and then also some smell they're away. So on, at least, and finally no choice left. Some then is nets. Use nets and sleep there.
The
But
smell is a good
yes, but unfortunately, accidentally, sometimes it killed the dead because use the smell and they cannot fly, and then we rolling in the net and the street and the dead. Still not breaking my vow.
No.
The reason you see, yes, no intention, that's not object of killing for me. That's not engaging is almost connected because used to something, right? And the compilation is the dead, but not from my intent. Yes, so therefore, but then questions have any negative? Yes, is these conditions for me, the dead, this animal, but is broken your vow? No, because miss the branches, Like this way, you need to, everything, how to manage, Yeah.
Thank you.
No, sorry, there's no time. So we go into dedication prayer for lunch break. Sonam de thamche sipa nye thomne nyebe dharna panshe Sherga nanche parlo tupa sabe ansole Drowa shon de na tu san de wa gerza chenye samba majur semche thamche la sanje thob junwo Jampar Pavo Shatar Chemba Doya Kunda Sambo Tea Tepshin Teda Kunji Jisa Dalo Shir Gewa Deda Tamche Rabde Tu So Shambe Jarwa Tamche Ji Ngoa Gonla Chode Ngamba Dage Ge Zawa De Gon Zambo Shosha Rabde Kunza Dorje Chanche Manche Ni Trenche Zawe Lama Yanche Ji Drove Donda Mono Kanta Teta Tamche Daje Drapar Xiewa Kundu Yanda Lama Drame Shunye Perla Longsho Sada Lamje Yonde Rabzoni Dorje Anchanga Kompa Nyerto Sho. All right, that's morning. And then evening we will be start on 6 o'clock, right? 6 to 8, right? Okay, so that's the second part of this subject, the four result of karma.